Hello, beautiful souls. It's been a while. I am thrilled to have you here with us today. Whether you're a longtime supporter or a newcomer to the world of healing and sound therapy, you've come to the right place. I want to open this conversation with love and curiosity. This isn't about being right, it's about asking better questions. So let's start here. We've all heard the phrase, "You are made in the image of God." But have you ever asked yourself, what does that really mean? Does it mean God looks like us physically? Or does it mean we carry the same divine essence, the same creative force, the same potential for love, presence, for healing? Because if I am made in the image of God, then doesn't that mean God lives in me? And if God lives in me, then maybe it's not so wild to say, I am God, I am source, I am joy, I am not separate from the sacred. I am the sacred. Now, before anyone gets uncomfortable, breathe with me. This isn't about ego. This isn't about claiming to be a ruler of the universe or better than anyone else. It's about remembering who we are. So let's talk about organized religion. For many, organized religion is a pathway to peace, purpose, and community. And they are real benefits. It gives people a sense of belonging. It offers moral guidance. It holds sacred rituals that help us mark transitions and find meaning. And in many cases, it fuels acts of service, kindness, and charity. There is beauty in that, but there's also another side. Some religions have taught people to live in fear of sin, of punishment, of not being good enough. They've encouraged us to look outside ourselves for answers, for redemption, for approval. And in doing so, they've disconnected many from their own intuition, their own inner voice, and their own divine spark. And sometimes the people who are most devoted to a religion aren't the most peaceful. They're anxious, they're judgmental, they're trapped in shame, guilt, fear, and that's not real freedom. That's not real love. That's not what I believe God is. So where does faith fit into all of this? I recently had a conversation with someone who said, I have faith things will work out. And I asked this individual, faith in what or who? Because for me, faith doesn't mean waiting for someone else to rescue me. It means trusting the part of me that knows I can rise. It means having faith in myself, because the more I remember that I am not separate from the divine, the more I see the answers that I've been seeking have always lived inside of me. So can we say, I am God? Here's what I believe. If it means I am whole, I am not broken, I am not missing a piece, I am already worthy, I am connected to something infinite and loving, then yes, I am God, not as being above others, but as being of the same sacred light. Many spiritual traditions actually teach this at their core. Buddha taught that all beings have the potential for enlightenment within. Christian mystics like Miser Eckhart said, "The eye through which I see God is the same eye through which God sees me." Rumi, the great Sufi poet, wrote, "You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop." The mystics have always known what many religions forgot. The sacred isn't somewhere up in the clouds. It's already here in you. You don't have to choose between believing in God or believing in yourself. The real shift is in realizing they're not separate. God isn't just something out there. God is something in here, inside of us. And when you trust that, you stop waiting to be saved. You stop outsourcing your power. You start living as if you're already whole. That doesn't mean you don't need support or connection or guidance from others, but it means your authority, your compass, your truth lives within you. So you're probably asking yourself, why am I sharing this? And the reason is because I want to offer a different way to see faith, not as fear of a judging God, not as blind obedience to a doctrine, but as a deep, unwavering trust in the divine spark that you are. This isn't about rejecting religion. It's about reclaiming your birthright and remembering that the temple you've been looking for might just be you. So if this stirred something in you, stay curious, stay open, and most importantly, stay kind to yourself. Because the real question isn't, do you believe in God? The real question is, do you remember that God believes in you? Or better yet, do you remember that God is you? Let me know in the comments what this brings up for you, whether you agree, disagree, or you're just sitting with it. This is a space for reflection, not judgment. You're safe here. And if you're on a path of self-remembrance, you're already walking in the light. So wherever you are on your journey, whether you pray to a God above, meditate with your hand on your heart, or you're just still figuring it all out, I want you to know this. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not lost. You're remembering, and remembering takes time. It takes courage. There is no one path to the sacred, no single language for the truth, no perfect prayer that unlocks your worth. You are allowed to question. You are allowed to evolve. And you are allowed to find God, not just in churches, temples, or scriptures, but in your own reflection, in your breath, in the quiet knowing inside you that says, I am enough. I've always been enough. Let this message sit with you. Let it breathe in your body. You don't have to rush to understand it. Just be with it and maybe ask yourself, not with fear, but with curiosity. What if I've always been divine and the only thing missing was my belief in that? Thank you so much for being here. Remember, you are seen, you are sacred, and you are home.